Wrong ones part ways, right ones find their way. Welcome to Improve Better Daily. The article I'm sharing with you today is, when a man says these 3 words to you, most likely he no longer loves you. When we fall in love with someone, we strive to follow in their footsteps, to get closer to them endlessly. But who would have thought the more you pursue, the faster he escapes, and may even disappear completely from your sight? After a few times, I finally understand it's not that the other person is busy, it's just that you are not important enough. Words can indeed reflect a person's innermost feelings. When a man who once deeply loved you no longer loves you, the words he says can be deeply hurtful. The love that was supposed to last forever is shattered at this moment, and nothing hurts more than a casual "up to you." It leaves you feeling helpless in the face of despair. If a man says "up to you," most likely he no longer loves you. A man who says "up to you" at this moment has started to disdain and dislike you. In a truly deep love, it withstands the test of time, no matter how rough life may be, and no matter how intense the arguments were in the past. In the end, the thread of love will always connect them for a lifetime. When a man starts to dislike a woman, he will become indifferent, not caring about anything you say. Everything becomes up to you. Imagine this when you earnestly ask someone for their opinion, pouring out the inner turmoil in your heart, and they simply say, "up to you." It's like pouring salt on the wound in your heart, turning all your passion into nothing. When you excitedly share your thoughts about love in chat, and he responds with the same phrase, it's like a dagger deeply piercing your heart. When you list out a series of life plans, and his attitude remains as cold as ice, a man who dislikes you absolutely won't say such a thing. To dislike someone is to dislike every word they say. Your words go in one ear and out the other. He never takes your words to heart, just perfunctorily responds with "up to you." Think about it when you ask someone for their opinion, and he nonchalantly says "up to you." It's equivalent to rubbing salt into the wound in your heart. All your enthusiasm becomes in vain. When you are enthusiastically planning for the 3rd anniversary of your marriage, and your husband responds with "up to you," saying, "if that's how you want it, then fine," it angers you on the spot. You exclaim, "Is that all you have to say? You don't even want to talk to me." Your love has faded away just like that. A man who says "up to you" may already have someone else. A friend once shared a story like this. One day, her husband accompanied her to the mall to buy clothes. Thanks for listening so far. This channel is for everyone to improve better daily. If any of the words or sentences are helpful, then both my team and I will be very happy. Subscribing and following will help keep us moving forward. Let's get back to sharing. She kept trying on clothes in the store, constantly seeking her husband's opinion. But her husband always said "up to you." Later, he lowered his head and started messing with his phone. Feeling upset, she took advantage of the moment when her husband was focused on his phone, sneaked up behind him, and glanced at the screen. She saw a message that read, "He keeps asking for my opinion. It's so annoying. Sorry for not replying to your message promptly, my dear." At that moment, she snatched the phone away and confronted him. When confronted, he was initially nervous, but then he calmed down and indifferently said, "It's up to you." To which she responded, "Okay, then let's get divorced." Up to you. He didn't want the phone back and walked away without looking back. Left alone, she cried in sadness. As she shared this story, she couldn't help but shed tears. She knew deep down that her husband might have had an affair long before she found out. When a man still has another woman in his heart, many times he will push you aside, mechanically responding to your words. And "up to you" becomes his mantra. He won't care about anything you do. Whether you look good or not is irrelevant to him. In his eyes, the person in his heart is the most important. A man who has fallen out of love will often justify himself, saying things like respecting your decision, handing the decision-making power to you. In reality, he simply doesn't care about you. In love, never casually say "up to you." If someone truly loves another person deeply, they will be the most faithful listener to you, listening to all your concerns, considering your opinions, and responding accordingly, instead of mechanically giving the indifferent response of "up to you." Only someone who doesn't love you will be indifferent and respond with casualness. A person who loves you will not let any of your words fall to the ground. Everything will be explained. Every matter will receive a response. Every issue will be settled. In love, never casually say "up to you." Even the best relationship can crumble because of this phrase. "Up to you" represents indifference, ruthlessness, deception, and dislike. Don't be with a man who frequently says "up to you." Either he is indecisive or he simply doesn't love you. Both aspects prove that he is not the ideal man you envision. Love is not a solo performance. It requires mutual communication of two hearts, just as one hand can't clap alone. Even if you deeply love someone, if that person only pays lip service, can you truly be happy? Love requires the joint efforts of two hearts, not a simple "up to you" that can solve everything. That's all for today's sharing. Feel free to leave comments and share your feelings. Don't forget to like and share with your friends. Looking forward to meeting you again.